Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Let's start our maths. Open Falcon Mathematics grade 5. Okay students, open your book page number 19. We are doing numbers and operations. Today we are going to do order of operations bottomless. Let's know what is bottomless. We have learned how to add, subtract, multiply and divide using large numbers, but sometimes we need to do more than two operations to solve problems and to get the correct answer. So it is necessary to perform multiple operations in the correct order. Actually, bottomless is the multiple operation to perform to get the answer by subtracting, multiplying and dividing in a single question. So what is B stands for? B is brackets first. In this operation, we first solve the brackets. Then secondly, orders of powers, squares, roots, cube root, etc. Then at the third position we solve divide and multiplication. Division and multiplication we solve at the third number. We start from left to right. It means if we have two time division or two amounts to divide, we start first from left, solve the left one first, then go to right side. Same as we will follow the procedure in addition and subtraction. In both, by following the same procedure in addition and subtraction, we will complete our question. Let's start and practice some questions in exercise 20. Here we have some problems of bottomless. Let's solve these. First of all, see in A part, we have 1200 minus 26 in brackets, then plus 100 multiply 4 minus 50 divide by 5. See, here we have different operations, multiple operations. Let's start according to the rule of bottomless. What we will do first? We will solve brackets first. Let's start. Now subtract 26 from 200 and write the answer below. $174 plus 100. Remaining amounts write as they are. Now at the second, we do not have any order here, square root or something else, so we will go to the next, which is divide or multiplication. We have both, so first we will divide the digits. 174 plus 100 minus divide 50 in 5, you will get 10, write 10 as. Now multiply. Plus multiply both. 100 multiplied by 4 equal to 400 minus 10. Now we have add and subtraction. From these operations we will attempt addition first. 574 minus 10. Now Subtract 10 from 574, you will get 564 in answer. This is our answer by following all the procedures. Put sign of equals against each row. Now let's see in the next part of this exercise, which is B part. Here we have 20 plus bracket 10 plus 6 multiplied by 4 bracket close divided 2 minus in brackets 20 minus 10. Now let's start to solve brackets first. Start from left to right. First we will solve this bracket, first bracket, then the second. 20 plus, in brackets we have we multiply first, then we will add. Multiply both 6 and 4. 24, you will get 24, then add 10. 34 divide 2 minus, now solve these. 20 minus 10, now we have plus, divide and subtract. Which operation we will solve first? We will attempt divide first. Plus 34 dividing 2, 17 minus 10. Now add first. 37 minus 10. Now answer is 27. This is our answer. Let's move to next part of this exercise, C part, which is 70 minus 100 divide 5 plus 10 multiply 6 minus 40. Let's solve it according to the rule of Bodimus. First of all, check we don't have brackets, then we don't have orders. After that we have to attempt divide. See, here we have divide 70 minus divide 100 in 5, it will be 20 plus write the remaining amounts as they are, same. Now multiply the digits. 70 minus 20 plus 10 multiplied by 6, 60 minus 40. Now add 70 minus 60 plus 20, 80 minus 40. Now subtract these three amounts, but start from the left side. Minus 80 and 70, you will get minus 10, then minus 40, minus and minus, answer is minus 50. As we know, let's start the next question, part of D, exercise 20. You can see here we have two amounts in brackets. Overall two brackets start the left side first, solve it. 500 minus 250 plus 100 into 2 minus, now multiply 12 and 2, 24 minus 80. Now divide 250 in 5. 50 plus 'After one operation, shift the amounts as it is, as they are. Now time to multiply the digits. Here we have 100 multiplied by 2. Multiply these. 200 minus 24 minus 80. According to Bodemus, now after multiplication we will add the digits. We have 200 plus 50, 250. Put equal signs against each row. Minus 24 minus 80. Now minus these three amounts, start from the left side. Minus 24 from 250. We will have 226 minus 80. Now minus 80 from 226. Let's do this operation at a side. 6, 4, 1. Answer is 146. Let's see in the next part. You can see we have multiple operations here. 78 plus 45 multiply 4 plus 35 multiply 5 minus, in brackets we have 200 minus 50, then plus 90 minus 5, or divided in 5. According to Bodemus, open brackets first, write the remaining digits as they are same. 45, 4. In Bodemus, single operation, attempt single operation in single row. 150 plus 90 divide 5. Next, multiply. 78 plus 45. 45 multiply by 4. Let's multiply 45 with 4. 4 5 times 20. It is 180. Here we have to write 180. Next, plus 35 multiplied by 5. Let's do rough work. 175 minus 150 plus 90 divide 5. See, we do a single operation in single row. First we solve brackets, second we do multiplication. Next, after multiplication we have to do, let's solve the E part of exercise 20, unit number 1. See, we are doing bottomless multiple operations. We have E part in 78 plus 45 multiply 4 plus 35 multiply 5 minus, in brackets we have 200 minus 50 plus 90 divide in 5. Now according to bottomless first operation we will do solve the brackets. Remaining amounts write as they are, same below. Now solve these amounts within the brackets. 200 minus 50, 150 plus 90 divide 5. Now the second operation is divide plus 45, write the remaining as it is. Now divide 19 fives. What we will have, and answer is 18. When we divide 19 fives we will get 18. Now it's turn to next operation, which is according to bottomless multiply. 78 plus multiply 45 and 4, 180 plus multiply 35 and 5, 175 minus 150 plus 18. Now the next step is add the digits according to bottomless. Now we will do addition. 78 plus 180 then plus 175. Start from left side. Let's do it at a side. Here 180, 78, now I add 175, 13, again 13, 433 minus, add 150 and 18, 168. Now subtract 68 from 433. Do this operation at a side in a rough work. We have 265 in answer after doing bottomless operations. Let's move to next. The last part of this exercise, and it is very simple. We have only three operations to do. First, brackets. See, we have no brackets, no orders, just simply first divide, then multiply, then add. Divide first. Divide 60 in 4s. Answer is 15. Next, multiply 15 with 5, 75 plus 50. Now add 75 and 50, we will have 125 in answer. Students, we have completed our exercise 20 of first unit, which was numbers and operations. Now let's start the next chapter, next unit number 2, highest common factor and least common multiples, HCF and LCM. Here we have exercise 1 on page number 32. What we have to do in this exercise, read the statement first, find the HCF of the following numbers. We have to find the HCF of these numbers. What is the highest common factor? Highest common factor of two numbers or two whole numbers is the largest whole number which divides each of these exactly. Which number divides the all numbers? It is called the highest common factor. Let's start exercise part A. Start. First of all, 5 class, remember, when we find highest common factor or highest least multiple, we start from the smallest prime number, and you know that prime numbers are the numbers which divides itself only, and the least and the smallest prime number is 2. Let's start with 2. Divide this with 2. 2 5 times 10, then 5 1 time 5. Next is 15. We cannot divide 15 fully with 2, so we will go the next prime number, which is 3. Let's divide it with 3. 3 5 times 15, then 5 1 time 5. The division process will continue till we get the 1. Now divide 20 with 2, again 10 with 2, now 5 1 time 5. Now factors of 10 equal to factors of 10 equal to 5, 2 into 5, and factors of 15 are 3 and 5. Factors of 20 are 2 into 2 into 5. As you know that now find, let's see, we can see clearly we have a digit common here in all three values, which is 5. So when we divide each number with 5, it will divide them equally and fully. Let's do the next. B part of this exercise. Start with the smallest prime number. Now the second. Continue the process of division until you get 1 in answer or the number is divided fully. Thirteen is also a prime number. We can divide it on itself only. Next, 64. Two fours are 8. Again 2 times 2 is 4. Divide 2 with 2 and you will get 1. Let's write the factors of all 3 digits. We have factors of 18, 2 into 3 into 3, and the factors of 26 are 2 into 13. Factors of 64, we have 2 into 2, 6 times 2, 6. Now you can see we have 2 in common. All 3 values can divide in 2. Our answer is 2 is the highest common factor in all these. Let's move to next part of this exercise, C. With the same process, start from the lowest or smallest prime factor, prime number. Three 1 times 3. 36 is fully divided. Let's divide 56 with prime number of 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 8s are 16. Next, 14 times 28, 2 7 times 14. 7 is also a prime number. We can divide it on itself. 72, 36, 18, 3 3 times, 3 1 time. These are the factors. Let's find out highest common factor. Factors of 36 are 2 into 2, 3 and 3. And factors of 56, we have 3 times 2 and 7. Factors of 72, write them. 3 and 3. Now highest common factor is, find the highest common factor. We can see we have 2 in common and it is 2 times common. Write both here. The highest common factor is 4. It means if we have 36, 56, 74, we can divide all these three numbers fully with 4. Let's see next part of this exercise. HCF and LCM, chapter 2, page number 23, and the D part of exercise 1. Let's find the highest common factor of these three numbers 22, 34 and 10. Start with the smallest prime number, 11. You can see we have 11 here, and 11 is also a prime number. We cannot divide it any other number, so divide it on itself. Let's start division of 34 with 2, 17, 17 one time, 17, 2, 5 times 10, 5, 1. 11, 17 and 5 are also prime numbers. So we have factors of 22, 2 and 11, factors of 34, 2 and 17, factors of 10, 2 and 5, and the highest common factor in all three are only a single digit, which is 2. It means these three values 22, 34 and 10 can divide on 2 fully. All three, 2 can divide all three values completely. Now let's see the next. Let's do some more practice of this exercise. Find the highest common factor of numbers. Now we have 45 and we cannot divide it with the smallest prime number, which is 2. So we will do it with 3. 15 times, 3 5 times, and then 5 divides 5 fully. Now divide 30 with 2. 3 5 times, 5 one time. Next is 64. Again divide it with 2. Again with 2. 8 can also be divided on 2. And we fully divided 64 with the smallest prime number 2. Let's write the factors of these three numbers. We have get 45 and its factors are 3, 3 and 5. Factors of 30 are 2, 3 and 5. Factors of 64 are 3. Let's find the highest common factor. And part F of exercise 1, unit number 2, we are finding highest common factor on page number 23. Let's find out highest common factor of 60, 24 and 34. As you know, we start division with smallest prime number, which is 2. Next 24. Third is 34. Divide 34 fully with prime numbers. Seventeen is also a prime number. We can divide it on itself only. 17 one time, 17. Now the factors of 60 are 2, 3 and 5, and the factors of 24 are 'Write down the factors of 34, 2 and 17. Now you can see the HCF. Highest common factor is 2, which is common in all three. It means the prime number 2 can divide all three numbers. Students, we was finding HCF. Now let's do LCM. Let's find out LCM in exercise 2. Here we have some numbers to find LCM of the following. LCM of two or more numbers is the smallest number, but not 0. This is a multiple of all the numbers, as its name is lowest common multiple. Let's find out the multiples of these all. Start from A part. Divide the numbers by the smallest prime number that divides at least one of the given all three numbers. Bring down the other numbers as it is. Start with 2. Again with 2. Bring down 15 as it is. Start again with 2. Keep dividing by the smallest possible prime number until you get 1 in all as remainder. Now change the prime number. Start with 3. One time 5. You can see we have 1 in remainder, and these are the multiples of 8, 24 and 30. Write down here and find out LCM. And LCM of 8, 24 and 30 is multiply all these factors. We will get the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple is 120. Let's attempt another question. Practice LCM. Start with 2. continue the process until you get 1 as remainder. Which number cannot be divided, bring it down as it is. Now again start with 2. Now and 5 1 times 5. You can see we pre-divide. Now find LCM of these. Multiply all the again we have 120 as lowest common factor, common multiple. Let's do some more practice of LCM. Now we have 4 numbers to divide. We will continue our process with the smallest prime number until it divides even a single number. Now divide all with 5. 5 1 time, 5. Let's find out LCM. Multiply all these factors. Now we have 36 multiplied by 5. 180 as lowest common multiple. Let's practice one more question. Find out LCM. Write 21 as it is. 7 times 14, 221, 42. Again start with 2. As you can see here is 42 which can be divided on 2. So we will continue our process with 2. You can see we have 21 3 times and 7. Divide all these with 7. The next smallest prime number is 3. Divide 21 with 3. 7. We have all 7. Divide all these with 7. And we have 1 as remainder. So all these 4 amounts are divided. Let's find out LCM. The lowest common multiple of these 4 values is, after multiplying we will get it, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 7 is 63. 12 7 times is 84. So we have lowest common multiple of 21, 14, 42 and 84 is 84. Students, we have done our exercise 2. Let's move to next exercise. Exercise 3, word problems. See, read the statement first, which is real life word problems involving HCF. Let's start it. First of all, read the statement of part A of exercise 3 on page number 26. We are doing chapter unit number 2, HCF and LCM. Maliha brought 103 toy cars and 127 dolls for the children in the hospital. After distributing them, she found that 3 toy cars and 7 dolls were left. Find the number of children in the hospital and how many toy cars and dolls did each child get. Now we have find out two things. First is how many children are there and how many toy cars and dolls each child get. Let's find out first how many children are there. Students, first of all, understand this, that she distributed total toy cars 100 only, because 3 cars are left with her. Same, she divided 120 dolls because 7 dolls she has left after distributing. Let's start solve. See, Maliha distributed toy cars 103 minus 3 equal to 100. Maliha distributed dolls 127 minus 7, 120. Now we have to find number of children in the hospital, and secondly each child get toy cars. First of all, if we find out HCF of both the numbers, we will get the children. We can find number of children which were in the hospital and who get toys and dolls. Let's start. Next, 120 common factors are now factors of toy cars, these are 2. Toy cars were 100. Write down the factors of 100 here. 5 into 5. Next, factors of dolls. Dolls are distributed 120. So the factors of 120 write down here. 2 into. Now find out common factor. The common factors are, it means HCF. HCF is 2, 2 and 5. Multiply all three factors. We have 20. It means number of children in the hospital were 20. Okay students, now the second was each children get toy cars and dolls. How much? Now each child get toy cars. Right here each child get toy cars. How much toy cars were distributed? These were 100. Divide 100 with 20. You will get answer 5. It means each child get 5 toy cars and now total dolls which were distributed were equal to 120. Divide 120 with 20 because total number of children were 20. Divide it, so each child get 6 dolls. Write it here. Each child get toy cars equal to 5 and each child get dolls equal to 6. This was our A part of exercise 3 on page number 26. Let's read the next one, B. What is the greatest number that divides both 50 and 110, leaving remainder of 2? See, now you can see that remainder is 2. The numbers are 50 and 110, which were divided by a number which we have to find. What is the number which divided 50 and 100 but leaving 2 as remainder? First of all, understand one thing. If we divide 50 from that number, we don't know what is the number. But when we divide 50, it will leave remainder 2. It means this number will divide 48 fully. Minus 2 from 50 and you will get 48. Now if we minus 2 from 110, we have 108 which was fully divided by that number. Let's find out what is the number. Find common factors of 48 and 108. Divide it. Next, 108. Now, factors of 48 are and factors of 108 are and HCF is highest common factor is 2, 2 and 3. These three digits are common in both. Write down it here. And the greatest number that divides both is 12. See? Understand, students? Let's see the next question of this exercise, which is C. Let's see in the C part. Two tanks contain 180 liters and 200 liters of water. What will be the maximum capacity of the bucket that can exactly measure the water in the two tanks? This question is very simple. Just find out the highest common factor of 180 and 200. Simply we can find the maximum capacity of the bucket which can measure the water of these two tanks. Tank 1 contains water 180 liters. Tank 2 contains water 200 liters. Let's find out the highest common factor of these two. Divide 200 with prime numbers. Let's find out the factors. First of all, write factors of 180, which are then factors of 200, which are 3 times 2 and 5 and 5. Now you can see the HCF is 2, again 2 and 5. Multiply these three digits. By multiplying all the factors, we get 20 liters. Maximum capacity of bucket to measure water in both tanks should be 20 liters. Let's see in the next part of this exercise, which is D. Read the statement first and understand what we have to do, how we can get HCF. Samina has two pieces of cloth. One piece is 72 inches wide and the other piece is 90 inch wide. She wants to cut both the pieces into strips of equal width that are as wide as possible. How wide should she cut those strips? Very simple. Just find out LCM of 72 and 90. We will get our answer. How much wide she should cut down. First of all, write down in your notebook, as one piece of cloth is wide in inches equal to 72, other one is wide in inches equal to 90. Now find out factors of 72 and 90. Start with 2. Continue. Move to next prime number. These are the factors of 72. Now divide 90 and find the factors. Start with 2. Move to next prime number. These are the factors. Write down factors below. Factors of 72 are factors of 90 are now find HCF. Highest common factor is 3 and 2. 2 into 3 equal to 6. It means she should cut 6 inches wide strips that she can cut equally. Next is last part of this exercise and this unit. The last question of this unit and this exercise is: Mrs. Khan has 120 crayons and 30 pieces of paper to give to her students. What is the largest number of students she can have in her class, so that each student gets equal number of crayons and equal number of papers? Here we have to find the largest number of students, how much she have to distribute, and the number of crayons and paper she distributed among the students. Let's find out. First of all, write the statements. Mrs. Khan has crayons 120. She has piece of papers 30. Now we have to find the number of students and number of crayons and paper she distributed. First of all, find out students. We can find by getting highest common factor. Divide 120 first. Now divide 30 with smallest prime number, then next number. 5 is also a prime number. Now we can write the factors of these two numbers. Factors of 120 are you can write the factors of crayons also. And factors of number of papers are HCF, or the number of students we have in common 2, 3 and 5. See, we have these three numbers common in two values. Write down. Now multiply all these factors, you will get 30. It means largest number of students are 30. Fill it here. 30 students. Largest number of students are 30. Now we have to find, she gave crayons to each student. Divide total students and total number of crayons. Divide 120 by 30. You will get 4. Each student get 4 crayons and each student get 1 piece of paper. This is our answer of this question. Students, we have finished our unit 2 HCF and LCM. I hope you have understand it. Now practice it. Practice all the unit HCF and LCM and take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.
वीडियो पसंद आई तो लाइक करें, अपनी राय कमेंट करें। ऐसे ही मजीद वीडियोस के लिए हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल का आइकन दबाएं ताकि आपको हर वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे।